Hi, today I'm going to talk about something super frustrating when it comes to growing beans and starting them from seed. Sometimes you may notice that when your beans sprout, they're missing their leaves. This part of the bean that you see that looks like the actual bean turned green and opened kind of like a set of leaves, that's the cotyledon. The stem from the cotyledon down is the hypocotyl, and the stem from the cotyledon and up is the epicotyl. Sometimes your bean will sprout with the cotyledon and the epicotyl, and then sometimes it'll just be the cotyledon and no epicotyl at all. If there's just the slightest bit of growth inside the cotyledon, that means that the plant is still going to leaf out, and that's what's happening here. Is these came up without the leaves or the epicotyl, and it still produced leaves. It just took a while. And that just means it was probably an immature seed, so it needs nutrients from the soil and the sun in order to grow leaves. If you notice more than 5% of your plants are coming up this way, you might have a bad batch of seeds, and that could be from how you seed saved them or the supplier that you bought them from. A great tip is to let your beans, if you're trying to save them for seed, let them fully develop on the plant and dry on the plant. You also want to make sure that the beans are fully dry and stored in a cool, dry place, and you want to make sure that no bugs can get to them, because sometimes bugs can eat away at your beans and damage them as well, and that would cause the same problem. If you notice your plant comes up and there's no cotyledon, that could be from bugs or animals eating it off, or it could have broken off during sprouting. If you have really compacted soil or if it's heavily mulched, sometimes that could break it off completely. There are other reasons that your bean may sprout this way, and one of them is that your seed coat didn't come off fully, and that's usually due to inconsistent watering. If you're not watering enough, or you watered a lot in the beginning and then you went through this dry period, that can cause a seed coat to not come off fully, and then you'll end up with a bean sprout like that. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I recommend just restarting, or if you're out of seeds, just letting them be, and hopefully they will leaf out if there's just a little bit of growth in between the cotyledon pieces or the cotyledon halves. You'll notice there's what looks like itty bitty tiny leaves in there. If you've got that, they're definitely going to leaf out eventually, and they do end up being fully mature plants. We really love eating beans, so we grow a ton of different varieties. These are yellow wax beans, but we've grown dragon's tongue, purple string beans, regular green beans. We love the Christmas lima beans, which is what these are. And another fun one that a lot of you probably grow are scarlet runner beans. They have edible flowers that go great in salads. Pretty much anything purple I'm going to try growing. I also love the Chinese red noodle beans, which is what these are. So I hope you guys try some of these varieties out, and thanks for watching.